Hello, and welcome back to Aviassembly, the game where you build airplanes to carry more stuff so you can earn money and build better airplanes. And we're carrying lots of stuff, so let's get right on it and see what we can do. So in our last episode, we made it over here to the desert area where we have built ourselves a rather large jumbo jet that can carry a lot of cargo. Unfortunately, our jumbo jet is a little bit underpowered, and so we're gonna have to figure out a way to pump things up a little bit in order to get off the ground with the heavy cargo that we can carry. As you can see, we've completed this area down here with all the nice grass and everything. We went over here to the snow area and completed all the missions there, and now we're over here in the desert because apparently there was a big earthquake caused by an explosion at a nuclear power plant, and so this explosion site seems to be the place that we're supposed to go.
It's a bad idea. Definitely a bad idea.
But in order to do that, we gotta earn more money, we gotta get more research points, and we gotta build a better plane, so let's get on it. We've detected high levels of radiation and people are getting sick. We're producing the antidote, but we need resources. Can you help us? I didn't know there was an antidote to radiation sickness.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Here at the Advanced Research Station, they need titanium, they need chips, and ice. Hey, chips is new. Where do the chips come from? Ooh, up here. All right, well, let's see what we can do. All right, let's get this titanium back to where it needs to go. Hope I can take off with it. Boy, we are just barely able to stay in the air with just one load of titanium on this plane, so I think we need to figure out a way to add some more engines. I wonder if we could go so far as to doing 4 engines like a 747. That'd be pretty cool. But to do that, we're gonna need money, so it's probably a good idea that we're doing these missions right now. We are slow.
It's so slow it'll never reach him in time.
Oh great, they're fragile. And they're heavy. What in the world? Why are chips so heavy? All right, computer chips are fragile. Let's see if we can get these things down on the ground without breaking a bunch of them. One thing this plane seems to be is kind of gentle.
You sure about that?
Yeah, okay, I broke one chip. As I was saying, it was gentle. Never mind, we'll go get more. Now this is interesting. Currently the game has me going to get ice for them all the way over here in the island. And then I'm gonna have to take it all the way back up here, which is quite the journey. It's gonna take a while with this slow plane. We're gonna take a bunch because we're probably gonna break some on the way. All right, can I land smooth enough to not lose the ice? Oh, I did, look at that. We didn't lose our ice yet.
You're a little slow, but you're beginning to get it.
Now, all I know is this airplane is really not cutting it, so we're gonna have to figure out something else to do here. This just isn't working. I know this looks a little silly, but I needed more thrust, so I stuck 2 more engines on the plane, and we're gonna see if this makes a difference or not. Who knows, maybe it will. All right, how much water do they need? 30, let's see if we can do this. And we get over there. All right, we're up. All right, we're up and we're turning. Can we get this water over there? There we go. Here's your water, guys. 1,000 coins, nice. Bam, these missions are money. And 60 more scraps, so we can do some more research. All right, cool. So we can deliver the radioactive waste from the explosion site there. Interesting, okay. 35 seconds, there is no way that's gonna happen. So we're gonna have to change our plane. I don't think we can do this big plane because we're just not gonna have the speed that we need to deliver stuff. I think it's time to design a faster jet. All right, if I understand this correctly, I'm gonna need to take 3 chemicals, which is 40 times 3, so 120. However, this place needs 7. If we do that, 280, right? Yes. So we need a plane that's got 280 capacity plus a lot of speed. I think we can do that. Okay, it looks a little bit stupid, but I'm hoping it's more streamlined and maybe we can get a little more speed out of it. Let's see. Oh yeah, more speed from the get-go, that's for sure. But will it be enough to do those timed runs? I don't know. Okay, let's see if we've got enough speed to actually get 3 chemicals to where we want to go. Here we go. At least we're getting up in the air. No, we just don't have enough speed. All right, well, we didn't make it, and we were at like 280 max speed, and we were still short. So I think the reality is we might need to go with more powerful turbojets or something here. Let's research it and see what we can do. Ramjet. Let's do it. All right, time to put some ramjets on this thing. All right, we've installed the ramjet technology. Let's see if that helps us deliver things fast enough. Afterburners! Holy cow! Yeah, that's speed right there. Okay, now we're talking. These things are amazing. Oh my gosh. How are we gonna stop though? Do we need to add like a drag chute to this thing to get it to stop? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Afterburners, baby. Wow, let it rip. We are gonna get there one way or the other. Gonna have to figure out a way to land.
You don't say. You don't say. You don't say.
All right, the speed on this thing is incredible, but we just can't like get stopped once it's time to land. So I was looking and we have these things here, air brakes. I think we need to put an air brake on our plane. I don't know how it works, but I think they're gonna be required. All right, it looks stupid, but we have an air brake and a parachute. Let's see if that works. Wow, this thing is so fast now. Oh, so that really slows me down. That's just what I wanted. It doesn't work like that in real life, but you know, it works here, I'll take it. Oh, this is cool. All right, that slows me down really good. I like that. That is very useful. And we made it, we got the chemicals delivered. All right, the moment of truth, this is what we built this thing for. Can we get 7 chemicals in this plane and get them over there before time runs out? Here we go. Burn, afterburners, burn. Oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Did I really just say that? I am so sorry. Okay, now we have done every mission. This one's done. This one needs radioactive waste from the explosion site, but I'm gonna do that last because I imagine that's gonna end the game. But we have to get fish from all the way over here, all the way over here. And if I remember correctly, fish has a very long shelf life, like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, something like that. We're gonna have to design basically an intercontinental ballistic missile that can fly all this distance with fuel to actually deliver the fish safely. So let's get back to our research facility and let's be a rocket scientist. To do this, we're gonna need rocket engines. That's just a given. We might need a better cockpit that's a little more pointy. So let's get that, and that cockpit, 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 and we'll see which one works the best. I don't know that we're gonna need a balloon. I don't even know what this does, but I've got the scrap, so we're just gonna unlock everything. Small batteries, sure, let's unlock those. Maybe we wanna go the route of electricity. I don't know. I don't have any idea how any of this stuff works, but there we go. We've used up all the scrap. Let's see if we can't build a rocket. 110 storage with a super fast plane. Well, we're definitely going there with that. We've already got our 30 storage. We're gonna slap that on like that. We're gonna make this extend out, and there's our 110. All right, next we got to put some wings on. I wonder if we can get away with using the big tail wings as if they were wings. That would be kind of cool. Something like that. That looks stupid. Let's do it. Then we have engines. Rocket engine. Oh yeah, what's the thrust on that thing? 80 compared to 65 on the turbojet. But this thing is so small, it's gonna go really fast. Ladies and gentlemen, behold, I give you the Dairy Air Dart. This thing ought to go fast. Let's see if we can deliver fish with it. Slight adjustments are needed. Yes! Does it turn? Not particularly well. Whoa! Whoa! What kind of speeds are we getting? Could work. We forgot to put a way to stop. Oh, the air brakes. Do the air brakes work? Not well enough. All right, I'll have to... Okay, that didn't work. All right, here we go. Load cargo, 2 fish, off we go. Do we have enough gas to get there? That's gonna be the challenge. I don't think we do. All right, well, the fish timer is halfway gone and we are not even close to being there. So this design is not going to work. We're gonna have to do something different. What about something like this? Will this work? We're going quad ramjet engines with the small jet wings. Whoa, this thing is fast. Let's open her up and see how she does. Now we're talking. Yes. Oh, 1,000. Holy cow. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. All right, we're getting somewhere. Let's grab some fish and let's get out of here. Oh my gosh, this thing is fast. We're out of fuel, but I think we're gonna make it. Yep, we're just gonna glide in, no fuel whatsoever. Air brakes extended, plenty of time. That was cool. I'm digging it. We got the fish. Probably the most expensive fish they've ever eaten in their lives, but we got it here. All right, let's go over to this place over here and see what actually needs to happen. How much does this radioactive waste weigh, and how hard is it going to be for us to transport? Didn't need that landing gear. The reactor exploded. No kidding. Immediate help. Well, I'm glad I didn't faff around wasting time before I got over here. You need medicine and water to put out the fires? Okay, I can do that, and I can do it really fast with this plane. Nuclear waste, 600. Holy cow. We're gonna need to change our airplane. All right, we have the Dairy Air Mock Traveler, I think is what I'm gonna call it. And this is for delivering medicine in record time. I wanted a fast plane, and tell me, do you like the new logo? Isn't that nice? I made a Dairy Air logo. Comment if you get it. Let's see how this flies. What in the world? Set down here. Probably break everything in the process. All right, so this plane likes to explode, and I've had enough of it, so we're gonna switch some things around. All right, let's give this a try and see if it works any better and doesn't explode as often as the last one did. Because exploding, I've discovered, makes it very difficult to get things done. Oh, this plane actually turns. This is really nice. Okay, so lesson learned, don't use the delta wings. They're kind of awful. All right, we just got more scrap, and now it's time to move cargo space of 600 worth of stuff. And they gave us a little more scrap to work with. So what else do we have to unlock here? Do we have enough to unlock everything? I think we might. Nope. So the game doesn't give you enough scrap unless the last bit of scrap they give us is enough to unlock it. Let's build a big plane that can do 600. Behold my final creation, I think. I think this is gonna be the final creation, the final thing that we're gonna need for this game. And I've pretty much used up all the money. We have a wide body Dairy Air, a big jumbo, big honkin', plenty of room in the trunk Dairy Air, 613 storage. I think we needed 600 to carry that thing. We've got 4 ramjet engines, so we ought to be able to get plenty of speed, and hopefully this is gonna do the trick. So let's go deliver some nuclear waste. Where am I supposed to take the nuclear waste? Right there. Okay. Let's get this thing in the air and see if we can get it done. Now, do we have enough fuel to actually get this stuff where we need to go? Take it on, here we go. We're in the air. We are burning through fuel at an alarming rate. Are we gonna make it? I don't know, it's gonna be tight. We're out of fuel. This is exactly what you want. A plane falling out of the sky, full of nuclear waste. Okay, we get it, did we get it? Did we get close enough? Will we roll close enough? Will they accept our offering? They have! Hallelujah! The radioactive materials are now securely stored in the bunker. Woo! You've contained the dangers and the islands are safe again. Well, I mean, they're not safe with me flying around. Your mission is complete. Give feedback or continue. This is an early access game. It is not complete. They're going to be doing a lot more stuff to it, and that's what I'm assuming this give feedback button is for. But we're going to go ahead and click continue. Thank you so much for helping us out. The islands are safe again. Wow, we got paid. We got some more scrap. I guess it's going to finish up the research tree, and we should be able to get all the research done. Well, this has been Aviassembly, an early access game on Steam that I would highly recommend everybody give a go to. It's a lot of fun. We're going to be visiting this again because there is a sandbox mode that allows you to build whatever you want, and you can do all kinds of crazy stuff, and we are definitely going to be exploring that. But that is all we're going to have time for today, and so until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Bye! Whee!